And we have a responsibility to be discerning about what this message is and put our support behind that particular message. There are things that need to be accomplished before the overflowing scourge passes through. Now we're going to look at the overflowing scourge specifically in our following presentations, and what happens after the overflowing scourge in our following presentations. But here's a warning for us concerning the overflowing scourge from Testimonies, Volume 6, page 194. A warning of something that needs to take place before that time. Something that, from my perspective in Adventism, we have totally lost sight of. Can we wonder, this is Volume 6, page 194. Can we wonder that under such circumstances some of the youth among us do not appreciate religious advantages? Can we wonder that they drift into temptation? Can we wonder that, neglected as they've been, their energies are devoted to amusements which do them no good? That their religious aspirations are weakened and their spiritual life darkened? The mind will be of the same character as that upon which it feeds, the harvest of the same nature as the seed sown. Do not these facts sufficiently show the necessity of guarding from the earliest years the education of the youth? Would it not be better for the youth to grow up in a degree of ignorance as to what is commonly accepted as education than for them to become careless in regard to the truth of God? When the children of Israel gathered out from among the Egyptians, the Lord said, when the children of Israel were gathered out from among the Egyptians, the Lord said, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out of the door of his house until morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood on the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and thy sons forever. The blood upon the lintel of the door symbolized the blood of Christ, who alone saved the firstborn of the Hebrews from the curse. Any one of the children of the Hebrews who was found in an Egyptian habitation was destroyed. This experience of the Israelites was written for the instruction of those who should live in the last days. Before the overflowing scourge shall come upon the dwellers of the earth. Sister White here is describing the overflowing scourge as a type of destroying angel in Egypt during the Passover. This, if you've had time to review the presentation that we have called the prophetic pattern, where we go through and show how the three angels' message is illustrated over and over again in Bible prophecy, and how each of the messages, the first, second, and third, have specific characteristics unto themselves, we find in that study that there are many times these messages are illustrated, but a third message, when it's illustrated, is found in the Passover. The Passover is a third message. It's a judgment message. A third message is a judgment message. And the Passover parallels the cross, which was a third message, a judgment message. And we showed in that study that the great disappointment in 1844 was a third message. That's where the third angel's message began. It's a judgment message. Judgment begins. But brothers and sisters, we also found that the Sunday law is a third message. And therefore, when we see Ellen White using the Passover here to tie in with the overflowing scourge, what she's telling us is the overflowing scourge begins at the Sunday law. And it is a frightening reality that the overflowing scourge is paralleling the destroying angel of Egypt.